Good morning, my dear students. How are you today? Eid Mubarak. Welcome back to your school. Today we are going to have progress test. Progress test, it's a kind of exam, a kind of exercise, revising what you studied in module 4. Please open your workbook. Open your workbook, page number 94 and 95. 94 to 95. This is progress test 4. You are going to read a reading passage or reading comprehension. We are going to revise the grammar we studied in lesson or unit 9, 10, and 11. And of course 12 if you've got some new exercises. I'm going to help you. So please open your workbook, page number 94, 95. You are going to answer these exercises on your workbook. The education value is, yes, what's the education value for this month? That's what? Yes, good company, good exemplar, and good company. Okay. On workbook, page number 94, you are going to read a text about Bombay. What's Bombay? Bombay is an old city in Italy. You are going to read this passage about a famous mount in Italy. It's called Vesuv. Vesuv is a mount is very famous, which has a volcano. You are going to read the passage, and then in each line there is unnecessary word. في كلمة زيادة. You have to delete these words. Underline any unnecessary words. حط خط تحتيها and then write them in the gap at the end of the line. Take any correct lines. So you've got here, you've got an article about Mount Vesuv and Bombay, and it has 26 lines. If you have unnecessary word in each line, you underline the word. For example, Bombay and Herculaneum were fashionable in southern Italian seaside in towns at the foot of. In here, this is unnecessary preposition. So I underline the preposition in and I write it here. Okay. If you don't have any unnecessary word, you can press or tick right. لو عبارة أو جملة صح ما فيهاش كلمة زيادة هتحط إيه علامة صح. Yes, Hamid Said, what do you want to say?
لا يا أستاذ، بس رافع إيدي عشان أبقى أجاوب.
Okay. Now, please read the text silently first. Read the text silently. Okay? Read silently and then underline the unnecessary word in each line and then write them in the gap. And if you don't have any unnecessary word, you tick or put a tick or right next to the number of the line. Mount Vesuv and Bombay. Bombay and Herculaneum were fashionable in southern Italian seaside, in towns at the foot of Mount Vesuv. On 24 August 79 of BCE, the people who lived there were just about to have the dinner when there was a terrifying crash. Mount Vesuv had erupted in covering the surrounding areas with ash and lava. Most of the people of Herculaneum were escaped, but unfortunately the people of Bombay were not so lucky. But many of them decided to wait for and get together their most valuable possessions or hide from in their cellars until the eruption was over. They all died, either because of they were poisoned by fumes or were buried by ash In all, 15,000 people of Bombay died in the eruption. The two cities they were not disturbed by for more than 1600 years. When archaeologists started to investigate in 1709, they found out that how the ancient Romans really lived. They uncovered the houses of Bombay one by one and wrote it down, everything they found inside. They found in people doing all kinds of everyday things. One woman who was been cooking when Vesuv erupted still had bread in her hands, and the dog died of because it was dried up and could not escape from. According to scientists, Vesuv has erupted for over 30 times since 79 BCE. So this passage tells us the story of the eruption of Mount Vesuv. بيحكي لك قصة ثوران بركان جبل فيزوف. It's in Italy. The first time it had erupted, it was in 79 BCE, 79 قبل ميلاد. And it has erupted over 30 times. انفجر أكثر من 30 مرة since 79. It has caused the destruction of two cities, دمر مدينتين. What are they? They are Pompey and Heraclium. These were the cities that were destroyed by the Mount Vesuv volcano. You've got unnecessary words here. What are these unnecessary words? Let's start with Hani Sayed. Yes, Hani. Number one.
In the first line,
The first one.
Bombay and Herculaneum
No,
were in.
So in is unnecessary. Yes. So we delete in. نحذف يا شباب in أو نكتبها underline in and then write in the space or in the gap. Okay. Number two. Yes, Khalid Walid. Southern Italian seaside in towns at the foot of.
هنحط in.
Underline in again.
in
Yes. Very good. So, southern Italian seaside towns. Thank you. Muhammad Ahmed Al Hasib. Number three.
Yes, we can delete off.
On 24 August 79 of BCE. Yes, we delete of. Very good, Muhammad. Thank you. Ahmad Karam. Line 4. The people who lived there were just about to be.
B.
B. Delete B. Very good. We delete B. They were about to have the dinner. Yes, Ahmed Hussein, Altras.
The.
Were the before dinner. Before dinner. Yes, we delete the before dinner. They were just about to have dinner. Yes, good. Omar Hamdi.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, Omar.
We delete where
there was a terrifying crash. There was a terrifying crash. Mount Vesuv had erupted and covering the surrounding. What is unnecessary here? كلمة زيادة يا عمر. What is unnecessary here? Which word you are going to delete? In covering or covering?
we delete N.
We delete N. Yes, I agree. So the Mount Vesuv had erupted, covering the surrounding. The areas. Ahmed Jamal Wardani.
Yes.
Which word you are going to delete? Yes, Ahmed.
What is the number, teacher?
Number 7, please.
Number 7. we will delete
surrounding, covering the surrounding areas. So we delete the before areas, the surrounding areas with ash and lava. Most of the people of Helicnum were escaped. Shadi, what is unnecessary here?
Where?
Where? We delete where because it's not passive. Yes, the people escaped. The people of Helicnum escaped. But unfortunately, the people of Bombay were not so lucky. Yes, Ahmed, Faris Samir, Saeed, Faris.
But we delete
But, let's see. Yes, but unfortunately, we don't have to say but. Unfortunately, the people of Bombay were not so lucky. Thank you. Yes, Abdurrahman Al-Ghannam.
10 4.
Number 10, the word for. But many of them decided to wait for and get together. So wait for. So we delete for. امتى نكتب for؟ لما نكتب object بعدها. Wait for me. So they decided to wait and get together. Get together their most valuable positions. Yes, Ahmed Samir. Number 11. Get together their most valuable positions. What is unnecessary here? Ahmed Samir Adil. Yes, Ahmed. Which word you are going to delete?
Number from يا أستاذ.
From. Get together their positions, their valuable positions, or hide from. Okay, hide from in their cellars. So we delete from in their cellars. Thank you. Until the eruption. Yes, Hannah Sayyid. Number 12.
No mistake.
No mistake. Yes, good. They all died either because of number 12, there is no mistake, but they all died either because of. Which one do you think? Khalid Walid. Number 13.
Number 13. Okay. لحظة. Off.
So because they. So we delete of. Yes, because they were poisoned by fumes or were buried by ash in all. Question number 14 or line 14. Muhammad Ahmed Hasib.
Line 14 of.
Yes, let's see. Here, line 14. They all died either because they were poisoned by fumes or were buried by ash. In all, 15,000 of people. So delete of before people. People of Bombay died in the eruption. Okay, line 15. Ahmad Karam, yes?
They.
Okay, line 15. Let's see. 15,000 people of Bombay died in the eruption. The two cities, they were not disturbed. So we delete here, they, in line 16, I think. It's line 16. Okay. Yes, let's see. Ahmad Altras.
Yes.
The two cities were not disturbed by for more than 1600 years. Yes. by, disturbed by. So we delete by. Good. Amar Hamdi. 17.
17. There is no mistake.
There is no mistake. Good. Okay. Ahmed Jamal Wardani.
Yes, teacher. What's your number?
Number 18, please.
18. Started to investigate.
When archaeologists started to investigate in 1970 and 1709, they found out that
No mistake, teacher.
no mistakes. No, that here line. They found out that. They found out that here is the unnecessary. We delete that. This is in line 19, I think. Yes. They found out that how the ancient Romans really lived. Okay, line 19. Okay, let's see, Shadi.
No
How the
mistakes.
ancient Romans, no mistakes. Okay. Next. Yes, Al-Ghannam. They uncovered the houses of Bombay one by one. What do you think? It here you have in line, which line? Line 21. They uncovered the houses of Bombay one by one and wrote it down. Wrote down it. We have to delete it. Down everything they found inside. Thank you. Next. Yes, Ahmed Samir. One woman who was been cooking. There is something wrong here. One woman who was been cooking. Was been cooking, is that right?
لا أستاذ.
So we delete.
We delete it. قصدي إن أستاذ.
They found in people. So they found people doing all kinds of everything. Yes, in. We have to delete in. Yes, next one. Thank you. Muhammad Hamouda. One woman.
One woman who was been cooking when was Angel bean was cooking.
Delete bean. Yes, was cooking. Very good. Yes, Hannah Sayed. One woman who was cooking when Visiferatus still had bread in her hands. Have you got mistakes here? No mistakes.
No mistake.
Okay, thank you. Visif and Visiferatus still had bread in her hands. A dog died of. So we have to delete of because it was tied up and could not escape from. According to scientists, Visif has erupted for over 30 times since 79 BCE. From here, could not escape from, we delete from. And the last one, 4. According to scientists, Visif has erupted over 30 times since 97. So we delete 4. We delete 4 since 79 BCE. Okay, now you are going to read the passage again. اقرأ بقى الفقرة مرة ثانية بس بدون ما تقرأ الكلمات، بدون ما تقرأ الكلمات اللي انت حطيتها تحتها خط. You are going to read the passage again, read silently without using or reading the unnecessary words you have just underlined. Please read silently because you've got some setback question or some reading comprehension. You are going to answer a question related to the passage. Now, exercise number 2. Fill in the following sentence using words from the text. You are going to read the sentence. Now, think and guess which is missing. You are going to choose a word from the text. Read the sentence. A. Hannah Sayed.
أيوة أستاذ.
A.
The sudden eruption of the volcano had dramatic effects on the surrounding area.
Very good. So you answer 2 answers or 2 words, eruption and surrounding. Thank you, Hani. Yes, let's see. Abdurrahman Hassanin. Yes, Abdurrahman Hassan. B.
The from the traffic are
Increasing
the
carbon monoxide level.
famous
Fumes. Fumes, Abdurrahman. Fumes. عوادم سيارات. The fumes from the traffic are increasing the carbon monoxide levels. Thank you. Let's see. Yes, Faris Samir. He arrived alone with no money or
no money or possessions.
ممتلكات. Very good. Let's see. Yes, Ahmed Jamal Wardani. D.
D. Unfortunately,
Yes.
they missed their flight connection by only 5 minutes.
Yes, they missed their flight connection by only 5 minutes. Good. Now, exercise number 3. You are going to choose the correct answer. You are going to choose 1 or 2 or 3. Read the sentence and choose the correct answer. 1, 2, 3. According to the passage. حسب الفقرة يا شباب. يعني تكملة حسب الفقرة. The inhabitants of Bombay and Heraclium were wealthy, lived a rural life, were ancient Greeks. Choose one of these answers. Amar Hamdi.
The inhabitants of Pompeii and Heraclium were wealthy.
Were wealthy. Yes, good. After the eruption on Mount Vesuv, the cities. What happened to the cities? The cities were abandoned, were rebuilt, were undiscovered for 500 years. Ahmed Altras.
Yes.
What happened after the eruption?
Were abandoned.
Abandoned يعني تركت عزلت يعني they were left. زلزال البركان لما حصل يا شباب المدينتين دمروا وتركوا. They were left, they were abandoned. Thank you. Ahmed Karam believes that the volcano has erupted many times since 79 BCE.
2.
Who believe? Anthropologists, experts, professors. 2. Experts يعني الخبراء. وكلمة archaeologists علماء الآثار. أما anthropologists يعني علماء الايه؟ أصول النفسية أو علوم الإنسانية. So the right answer experts. Okay. Now you've got to answer. You are going to answer this question from the passage. الإجابة يا شباب جملة من الفقرة. What happened to the people of Bombay after Mount Vesuv erupted and why? What happened to them? خالد وليد.
لحظة أستاذ. Yes. What is this? هتكون they can reduce from them.
خالد وليد. These questions are in the past, so you should use the past symbol. Okay, use the correct tense. And tell me what happened to the people. What
Read,
happened to the people?
they
Thank you. Hannah Sayyid.
أيوة أستاذ. Number 4.
What 4A, what happened to the people of Bombay after Mount Vesuv erupted and why?
Most of them did because they decided to wait.
Died. Did, no, died. Died.
Okay, most of them died because they decided to wait and get together their most valuable positions or hide
Yes.
in their
Or hide
cellars.
in their cellars until the eruption was over. Very good, Hani. Thank you. الإجابة دي بيقول لك إن إيه اللي حصل لمعظم إيه اللي حصل للناس اللي ساكنين في المنطقة دي بعد ما انفجار بركان جبل فيزوف. اللي حصل إن معظمهم ماتوا لأنهم قرروا إنه يبقوا ويحصلوا على ممتلكاتهم أو يختبئوا في أي مخبأ بعد اللي حتى البركان أو الثوران ينتهي. So most of them died because they decided to wait and get together their most valuable positions. Get together means collect. يعني يجمعوا مدخراتهم أو يجمعوا ممتلكاتهم الثمينة because they were very rich, they were very wealthy. Or hide in their cellars until the eruption was over. Good. What did the archaeologists find out in 1709? Archaeologists علماء الآثار ماذا اكتشفوا علماء الآثار؟ ماذا وجدوا؟ Yes, عمر حمدي.
They found out how the Romans really lived.
Yes, good. They found out how the Romans really lived. لما علماء الآثار بحثوا أو حفروا في الأرض وجدوا بيت اكتشفوا كيف كان الرومانيين عايشين. They found out how the Romans really lived. Good. Why are the ruins of Bombay valuable to us and now? لماذا هذه الآثار قيمة ثمينة? Why are the ruins of Bombay valuable to us now? Important. Yes, Faris Samir.
They show us exactly what the people were doing when they died.
Good. Yes, they show us exactly what the people were doing when they died. Very good. Thank you. When they died. Okay, thank you, Faris. Okay, now exercise number 5, you are going to decide are the following statements true or false. And if they are false, you have to justify your answer. يبقى الجمل دي صح ولا غلط حسب الفقرة. ولو خطأ بتصلحها وتكتب ايه الدليل منين من عندك. Justify your answer. Okay, عبد الرحمن حسنين. The people were having dinner when the volcano erupted. True or false?
False.
False. Correct it.
They were preparing for dinner.
They were preparing for dinner. هم كانوا بيجهزوا العشاء، ما كانوش بيتعشوا. They were about to have dinner. كانوا على وشك انهم يتعشوا. But they were not eating. They were preparing for dinner. Good. The eruption covered the town with ash and lava. True or false? أحمد جمال ورداني.
True.
True. Good. The people of Heraclium were fortunate. They were lucky. The people of Heraclium were fortunate. True or false? Ultras.
True.
True. No. How? How they were true? The people of Heraclium were fortunate. They were true. How? Let's see here. Let's go to the passage and find the text. Here. But unfortunately, the people of Bombay were not so lucky. Most of the people of Heraclium were escaped or they escaped. Yes, this is true. يبقى هنا معظم الناس اللي كانوا في مدينة هرقلم هربوا. أما معظم الناس اللي كانوا في مدينة بومبي كانوا غير محظوظين لأنه ماتوا. معظمهم ماتوا. So you are right, Ahmed. Thank you. So it's true. Okay, it's true. The people of Bombay were ancient Romans. True or false? Ahmad Karam.
Yes, teacher.
D. The people of Bombay were ancient Romans. True or false?
False. False.
False. False or true? They were Romans. They were not Greeks. They were Romans. كان رومان. Okay. Bombay and Hyrcanum were in the valley. True or false? خالد وليد. Valley يعني الوادي. المدينتين دول كانوا في وادي في منطقة منخفضة. خالد وليد. True or false?
False, because they were at the seaside on the foot of the mountain.
Yes. يبقى كانوا على جانب البحر، على ساحل البحر، في أسفل الجبل, on the foot of the mountain. So where were they exactly? They were at the seaside, on the foot of the mountain. في أسفل الجبل. They were not in the valley. Okay, the archaeologists uncovered all the houses at the same time. Did they uncover all the houses at the same time? Hannah Sayyid.
False.
False. Corrected.
They uncovered the houses one by one.
Yes, one by one. Very good. All of the people died by inhaling deadly fumes. هل كل الناس اللي ماتوا ماتوا بسبب استنشاق العوادم المميتة أو السامة؟ All of the people died by inhaling deadly fumes. True or false? خالد وليد.
False. Because
False. Corrected.
some of them died by being buried and by ask the
and lava. Ash and lava. يعني معظم الناس ماتوا بسبب ايه؟ دفنوا تحت الرماد وتحت الحمم البركانية. لافا الحمم البركانية. Thank you, Khalid. Some of them died by being buried by by ash and lava. Ash الرماد and lava الحمم البركانية. Thank you, Khalid. What are we going to do next? Language practice here. Write sentences changing the underlined verbs into the passive and any other words necessary. يعني ايه؟ مطلوب منك تحول الفعل اللي تحته خط من active إلى passive. ده جرامر. هتحول الجملة من active إلى passive وتعمل أي تغييرات في الجملة. شوف كده يعني you start with the object and then you change the active verb into passive. Pay attention to the verb. Which tense is it? Is it in the past? So I use was or were plus past participle. For example, the eruption of Vesuv in 79 BCE destroyed Bombay and Hyrcanum. So what did the eruption destroy? It destroyed Bombay and Hyrcanum. These are the two cities. So we begin with Bombay and Hyrcanum were destroyed by the eruption of Vesuv in 79 BCE. يبقى مطلوب منك تحول الجملة دي من active إلى passive. Begin with the two cities. Ash and lava covers the two cities. Begin with the two cities. هاني السيد.
The two cities were covered by ash and lava.
Very good, thank you. Fumes poisoned some of the people of Bombay. Ash and lava buried others. في جملتين. Begin with some of the people of Bombay في الجملة الأولى and others begin with the others in the second sentence. يلا. Begin with some of the people of Bombay. Here the verb in the past. We use was or were. أحمد جمال ورداني.
Some of the people of Bombay were poisoned by fumes. Others were
Very good.
buried by ash and lava.
Others were buried. Others were buried. So some of the people of Bombay were poisoned by fumes. Others were buried by ash and lava. Very good. Thank you, Ahmed. Okay. C. Nobody disturbed Bombay for more than 1600 years. Then archaeologists excavated it. يعني قاموا بعمل الحفريات أو تنقيب عن هذه المدينة. Here begin with Bombay. Bombay. Nobody here, this is negative. يبقى لازم تنفي الفعل ده في الباسيف. And the second sentence begin with it. Okay, let's see. عمر حمدي.
Pompeii wasn't distributed for more than 1600 years.
Wasn't disturbed. Disturbed.
Wasn't disturbed for more.
Yes.
Wasn't disturbed for more than 1600 years. Then it was excavated by archaeologists.
Excellent, Omar. Thank you so much, Omar. ممتاز يا عمر، أحسنت. They uncovered the houses of Bombay and wrote down everything they found inside. Begin with the houses of Bombay. The houses of Bombay. And the second sentence begin with everything. Faris Samir.
The houses of Bombay were uncovered and everything they found inside was written down.
Excellent, Faris. Thank you so much. Yes, the house of Bombay were uncovered and everything they found inside was written down. They found a woman hiding under a table and a dog which someone had tied up. في جملتين. الجملة الأولى begin with a woman and second sentence begin with what? A dog. Begin with a dog. Let's see, Shadi.
A woman was found hiding under a table and a dog which had been tied up.
Very good. Here, Shadi, you used been because this is past perfect. Had been tied up. Very good. So a woman was found hiding under a table and a dog which had been tied up. Which had been tied up. So we delete someone. We delete someone and we put been between had and tied up. Thank you so much. Now let's move to relative pronouns. Relative pronouns يا شباب اللي ضمها الوصل دي طبعا في يونت 12 وطبعا درستها قبل كده اللي هي who, which, whose, whom, when, where, whom, that الى اخره. انت بتشوف الكلمه اللي قبلها قبل الفراغ اللي قبل القوسين is it people or refers to people or things, does it refer to place or time عشان نختار اداه الربط المناسبه ضمن الوصل who or which كذا. وشوف بعد الفراغ بعدها ايه subject and verb or verb or a noun. For example, Bombay, which or where was a fashionable seaside is near Vesuv. Bombay, where was a fashionable seaside town is near Vesuv. Bombay, which was a fashionable seaside town is near Vesuv. I think it's where is not right. Bombay, which was a fashionable seaside town. I think where is not right, so you have to correct it. Bombay, which, we don't say Bombay, where was a fashionable seaside town. Bombay, which, the right answer, which, okay? Exercise B, the people of Bombay, which or who? The people of Bombay, which or who were getting ready to have dinner were burned by ash and lava. Let's see, Ahmed Karam.
Who?
Who? Okay, very good. Now you are going to complete the next exercise. I'm going to check it tomorrow. Do this exercise at home. I'm going to check tomorrow. Okay? I'm going to take your attendance before we leave.